Happy Monday. Today I want to talk about sugar. So, sugar has an effect on your body. I want to talk about what it does to your body. I want to talk about where you find the added sugars in your normal day-to-day diet. I want to talk about how to avoid blood sugar spikes and how to eventually, hopefully, quit sugar and feel radiant. So first, I want to tell you the effects it has on your body. It causes your liver to freak out, and a lot of overdosing on sugar can cause not enough energy because your body is storing that sugar as fat instead of fuel for energy. It causes insulin problems, fatty liver disease, which I've had fatty liver disease, and I've lost 140 pounds to get rid of all that problems. My doctor, who is one of my good friends, I was having surgery, working on something else in my esophagus. He saw it, took a picture of it, and showed me. It was mortifying. And after that, it was just go time. I totally detoxed my life from all of the bad foods that I was eating. And a lot of it was processed foods. None of which I actually thought were bad for you. So then the other thing it causes is diabetes. Cancer loves sugar. So if you have cancer, guess what? Sugar is not your best friend. It's your cancer's best friend, and it will feed on it. What else? It's highly inflammatory. If you have any type of arthritis or back pain, if you get massive headaches, sugar just adds to all of that. And the top 10 places that you could find your sugar, the added sugars in, is number one thing is sodas, energy drinks, and sports drinks. Any kind of sodas, any kind of energy drinks, and all the sports drinks. Added sugars. Look at the labels. Fruit drinks. So a lot of the fancy fruit drinks that are out in the stores nowadays, a lot of them have added sugars. And if you want a fruit drink or a fruit smoothie, it's probably best that you just make a smoothie at home from real foods, whole foods. That's the best thing to do. And then grains and baked desserts like cookies and cakes, candies, dairy desserts like ice creams, teas that you buy that are flavored. Natural flavoring is usually a nice little easy way that they sneak in extra sugars. Ready-made cereals, we all know what those are, and they're very colorful and attractive to our children's eyes. Sugars and honeys, so a lot of artificial sugars, man-made sugars, they're probably worse for you because they're made 100 times sweeter than regular sugar. And that makes it more addictive because it's highly palatable. Your body loves to taste that sweetness, and it will want it again and again and again. Yeast and breads, we all know breads and all that causes blood sugar spikes. Syrups and toppings, that goes with your ice creams or in your coffees. And I'm not a sugar Nazi, so I'm not saying don't have your coffees, but moderation. And if you really feel like crap, then you're probably eating too much sugar, and it's a good time to detox. I know during the summer, sometimes ice creams and all of that sounds so good, but it's really like dragging you down and it's making you feel bloated. So fatty liver disease usually goes right into that tummy area, and it gets really big and it gives you that beer belly look. That's fatty liver disease. Usually I can spot it on someone. And it also causes you to just store fat, and you store fat everywhere, in your face, in your arms, in your thighs, in your butt. Everywhere that your body normally stores fat is where your liver is going to send all that sugar and store it instead of using it as energy, because you're overloading your body with all these different sugars. Good ways to avoid blood sugar spikes is to incorporate whole grains into your diet. Eat fiber-rich fruits and veggies. So apples, oranges, everything that you were taught growing up, eat your fruits and veggies. That is literally what we want to do because it avoids a blood sugar spike, and it avoids you actually craving additional sugars in your diet. A good thing that I like to do when I'm detoxing from sugar is drink probably 2 times more water than I already drink because I already drink a lot of water. And I like to eat grapefruit and avocados because they help to cleanse your liver and they help to make your liver function the right way. And healthy fats like the avocado actually stop your cravings for sugar. And it stops you from being hungry like every hour, every 45 minutes. Once that blood sugar spike goes away, you're automatically hungry again because you're trying to compensate for what you lost, but really just got stored into another place of fat. So, healthy fats. So, almonds, avocados. If you like dairy, whole fat milk, whole fat butter, whole fat everything, make sure that that is all organic and grass fed, because nowadays with the antibiotics and everything going into dairy products, or not dairy products, but where our dairy products come from, is not good for your body. It's all cancer causing and all of that. So you really want to vote with your dollar. Where you're shopping, what you're buying is what's going to help us get better food quality. And another thing about sugar is artificial sweeteners are not very good for you. A lot of them cause cancer. They have cancer causing ingredients in them. They're chemically made, so they're obviously not natural. And if you wanted a good sugar substitute or a sweetener substitute, I like to use monk fruit sweetener. Monk fruits are naturally sweet, and those are really good to use if you like it in your coffee, if you like sugar in your coffee or something. I usually sub sugar in my coffee for that. Another thing is stevia. If you like stevia, sub that for your sugar, because all the artificial sweeteners that are man-made, chemical-made, those are not going to be good for you. They're not good for your body. Your body doesn't actually process them, and they don't have any nutritional value. What else? So basically, where you store sugar is in your gut area, and it destroys your gut. It causes leaky gut disease, and then you have to go through all these things to get it back to normal, and you just don't feel so good. And you know when your body has had too much sugar, you feel really hyper, and then you end up really bad with a really bad headache. So the last time I did a sugar detox, I actually lost 10 pounds. Every time I do a sugar detox, I think I lose like 10 pounds. And it's because of where my body is storing any extra sugars. And I'm really good about sugar. So even then, if it's just extra sugars, your body's going to store it as fat. And it happens to all of us. So it's just a little Monday morning motivation for you guys to think about where your sugar's coming from. How much sugar do you actually need? Well, let me see. There is over, most Americans eat over 19 teaspoons of sugar a day. And the max that you should be having is 6 teaspoons. So think about it like that. I try to not even get there because I love sugar, or my body loves sugar, and it's easily addicted to these things. So I try to steer my body away from that stuff. If I'm craving candy, I grab a banana and some natural peanut butter, and it gives it that little boost that it needs, so that way I don't crave the candy anymore. And honestly, after a sugar detox, I actually don't crave it at all. Sometimes I don't even want coffee. I've quit coffee for like 50 days before because I was sugar detoxing and my body just did not want the coffee anymore. So those are some easy ways to find sugar. That's what sugar does to your body. The biggest one is fatty liver disease. And I see a lot of kids with this more nowadays. And that's the saddest part, is mostly because of the cookies and the fast foods and the processed foods. And I really, really need to say it, because it's our fault that the kids are getting fatty liver disease. Obesity is an epidemic, and in children, it just shouldn't exist, because we should be protecting them from everything that we physically can. Fast food is fat food, and it causes fatty liver disease for our poor little children, and diabetes in our poor little children is just at a untimely rate growing in our country. So these are some healthy ways to help curb your sugar appetite. And I just wanted to give you that today. So basically, lots of water, double your water, and all of your green veggies, they're going to be good in acidic fruit. Thank you.